What's up YouTube? Drew here. Today I want to talk about what's new and what's coming to Walt Disney World this summer, and stay tuned. At the end of the video I will be talking about a way to save money if you are interested in any of these new offerings or what's coming. So with that being said, let's get to it. Walt Disney World's Cool Kids Summer is officially underway, and with it we have seen a ton of live entertainment take over all four parks, the entire resort, most notably over at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I'm going to start there. A quick reminder of The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure, and Disney Villains, Unfairly Ever After, two all new live shows. And I gotta say, I was blown away with how much I loved The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure. So I would definitely put those shows on your list of to-dos. Also very important for the families watching this video, make sure to check out Animation Courtyard for the Get Animated experience in the DJ room at the Disney Junior building. You have tons of characters appearing, and they're just appearing naturally, so you just get to interact with them at that dance party. Also more characters roaming in Animation Courtyard itself, so lots of fun stuff over at Hollywood Studios. Over at Magic Kingdom, you have two more dance parties with character appearances and characters roaming the entire park throughout the day. Over at Storybook Circus in New Fantasyland, you have the Big Top Bash with performers, games, and appearances by Pluto. Over at Tomorrowland, you have the Galactic Blast with Stitch, another DJ dance party. So definitely check out those offerings throughout the day over at Magic Kingdom as well. Over at Epcot, the main one is at Communicore Hall in World Celebration. We have Goofy Core, which is a phenomenal air-conditioned indoor space, a giant playground for kids with games, activities, and a dance party with Goofy. And over at Disney's Animal Kingdom, there's stuff throughout the entire park. You have a sing-along on Discovery Island. You have a limited time Wilderness Explorer badge and some special activities back at Rafiki's Planet Watch if you take the train, a hidden gem at Animal Kingdom. So, well, those are the things that we have happening right now at Walt Disney World. There are two major offerings coming up in the coming months that I want to talk about if you're headed to the resort in July, August, and September. My most anticipated offering for Walt Disney World this year, not just this summer, but this year, is Disney Starlight, Dream the Night Away. This is an all-new nighttime parade, the first nighttime parade at Walt Disney World in nearly a decade since the Main Street Electrical Parade. And now we know that this parade is going to be officially debuting on July 20th, right in the middle of summer. This one is my most anticipated offering because of how good it looks, and just the fact that, in my opinion, Magic Kingdom feels more whole, it feels more complete when you have fireworks in a nighttime parade in the same night. Disney did recently share a first look at this finale float, which is a direct nod to the Main Street Electrical Parade's train, and this parade is going to feature over 30 Disney and Pixar characters, starting off with the Blue Fairy. The entire story of this parade is following the Blue Fairy's magic with the magic of Starlight, basically illuminating these floats, and I just cannot wait to see this one. Like I said, you're going to start off with the Blue Fairy because she is powering the parade, and then you're going to see characters like Asha from Wish, Miguel from Coco, you're going to have Elsa, Peter Pan, Wendy, all the princesses and the couples on this incredible Royals float. There is so much that Disney Starlight has to offer, I think, for the classic Disney stories, and also with some of those newer stories like Coco and Wish. So I think so far, seeing how incredible these actual floats look, from concept art to reality, the little teases that we have so far look absolutely spot on. And then when you're seeing a classic orchestra recording the music for this nighttime parade, I think that July 20th is going to kick off a new chapter for Magic Kingdom on the highest note possible. So if you are visiting Walt Disney World July 20th or after, well, make sure to check out Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away at Magic Kingdom. We do not have the show times for the show yet, but what I will say is that it's very important to remember that Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party kicks off in mid-August, and then followed by Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Now, those are special ticketed parties, so on the nights that those events are offered, you are not going to have Disney Starlight offered. So that's the only unfortunate thing about this parade debuting in July, is that right after it debuts, its show times are going to be cut dramatically down to a few nights a week for the rest of 2025 from mid-August through the end of the year. So if you are planning a visit to Walt Disney World August through the end of the year, it is very important to note that if you want to see this parade, and trust me, you're gonna want to see this parade, make sure to plan to go to Magic Kingdom on a non-party night when the park does not close at 6 p.m. so you can see this parade July 20th through the end of the year. Keep that in mind. And the other big opening that we are seeing in 2025 for this summer specifically is Test Track 3.0 presented by General Motors. This is one that there's been a lot of excitement for in the recent weeks. I feel like especially because we've been getting details on these other projects, but we've gotten absolutely nothing new on Test Track whatsoever. So this one we are a little bit in the dark still at the time of me posting this video, but officially Disney is still saying that Test Track is opening in late summer, and I think that at this point we are looking at an August or September opening. Now, I will say on the speculation front here, Destination D23 is at Walt Disney World this year from August 29th through August 31st. So my hope is that Disney will want Test Track open by August 29th, knowing that there's going to be a lot of people in town for this convention, talking about some of the future offerings that Disney is doing at company-wide from the parks, resorts, cruise line, and more. So my hope is that Test Track will be open by August 28th, but obviously in a perfect world it's open before then, because recently we've seen a lot of activity on the project site itself, from new pavement and walkways being poured to some plants being installed. It seems like Disney is kind of preparing this area for guest use, in addition to the fact that testing has been underway for almost 2 months. Now we know that the new exit shop, the little gift shop when you're walking out of the ride, is going to be named the Test Track Gear Shop. The sign for that just went up. So there is a ton of progress being made on this attraction behind the scenes, even with the little things that we can see outside. And at the beginning of this video, I did talk about how to save money for Florida residents. That is the Florida Resident Summer Magic Ticket offer, valid through September 27th. So all the way through the entire summer, no blackout dates whatsoever. All you need to get is a park reservation. If you buy this ticket, it is $60 per day plus tax. So you can come to Walt Disney World for 4 days, 1 park per day, no park hopper, for $60 per day plus tax, which is a total of $240, which for 4 days with all of these new things, in my opinion, I think that's one of the best offers that we've ever seen in the history of Walt Disney World. Now, if you do want to park hop, if you want to go to the water parks, add on the photo pass, all of those options are available. But I mean, if you want to go the cheapest route possible, the most cost-effective option, $60 per day, all you have to do is book that park reservation. All of that information is available on Walt Disney World's website and Disney Parks blog. So if you're interested in coming to the resort, you want to get a great ticket offer, just search on Google the Florida Resident Summer Magic Ticket offer. That is a way, if you're a Florida resident, to save money at Walt Disney World this summer. With that being said, that's all I have for today. Again, make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Drew the Disney Dude for all the news in the world of Disney parks. I will see you all in my next video.